going on? Welcome out to Death Battle Cast. We are the cast and crew of Death Battle. Dear Lord, I don't know what is happening over there.
The money's on Nick.
That's what it looks like when two lizards fall in love. So hey, I'm Chad James. I play Boomstick.
I'm Noel, and I'm a unicorn of some sort who edits videos and stuff.
Perfect.
I'm Nick, and I write, and I edit, and I speak top 10 things every week.
Wow, this is going great, Chad. Yep. I'm Sean, and I write Death Battle.
See you. Good God. Yeah, a couple people are out sick, but I'm glad you guys could all be here today. Yeah. So thanks so much for joining us. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We got a little bit of a sneak peek of the Carnage versus Lucy Death Battle that's coming up. We're talking about what's going on with Smash Bros. And the Nintendo Direct. And then, of course, we always have our community death battle, which, by the way, for the time being, we're going to be using the Twitter poll for the community death battles, which you can use hashtag DeathBattleCast to participate. Say who you think would win and why. It's a lot of fun. It's the whole reason we do it, so we get to talk with you guys. So make sure you do that. And in case you're wondering why we have these hats and our weird lizard party favors, we hit 4 million subscribers. Woo! Yeah! Man, thanks, Broadcast. Look at their nice little thing they did. But more importantly, thank you guys so much for making that possible. We could not do this job if you guys didn't watch our stuff, so huge thank you from the bottom of all of our hearts for making 4 million subscribers possible.
Yes, my last job really sucked, so thank you, everyone.
I mean, because clearly, now you found your ultimate form. Just look at him.
He's a unicorn.
You do look like you got this like Sentai Ranger thing going on.
Oh God! Oh, can I be Tommy?
You need the green one.
Well, that's true.
But my mouth's been on it.
I know.
Here.
No, you just got done from being sick.
I did. That's right. Hey, think of it like a free vacation.
A NyQuil.
That's how the contagion spreads. This little party.
So we've been informed that we have to aggressively drink this champagne.
Oh, that's right.
How do we
so.
Oh, it's not.
Nope, that's not gonna work.
It's okay.
You got it.
You got a bottle over on me. So we have some champagne. If you're of age, we encourage you to celebrate at home. And if you're not, then celebrate with something like soda or whatever's your thing.
You and me.
Holy water.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. You can join Nick in his celebration.
Here, I'll just trade you.
Or drink your parents' drink,
I'll
you just fill it up with water. Just remember the lines.
That's right. You can go crazy with some water, whatever you need. So,
as it turns out, when one of these things is full of liquid, it spins for an eternity.
Don't start some weird spin the bottle fanfic shit.
Please pick me. Please pick me.
Oh God.
No, this is just gonna go. We'll ignore it because in 5 minutes it'll be done.
In 5 minutes, Noel will have his first kiss.
Yes.
That's right. All right, cheers, gentlemen.
Lots of firsts on the show today.
To 4 million.
Yeah, 4 million subscribers. And cheers to you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Go.
Oh, really, Chad? You're just gonna waterfall it? Like he's not gonna be able to keep up.
I'm trying so hard not to.
You told me to aggressively drink it.
It's valid. It's valid.
And I was getting there. And then the champagne taste hit me.
Yeah, me too. It hit me really fast.
Champagne is a sipping drink.
Oh.
Whew.
That is some sparkling wine.
So cheers.
Please pick me.
Wait, get your chocolate away from this.
All right. Well, while we're recovering from that, man, the first thing we wanted to show you guys is a little bit of a sneak peek about the upcoming death battle of Carnage versus Lucy.
Hold on.
Apparently not.
Nick can make out with himself.
Kiss himself.
Yay.
Oh,
Kiss yourself.
no.
That sounds terrible.
Darn it.
Instead of that, let's watch this fight preview because I don't want to see what Nick does trying to kiss himself.
I do.
I love the theme of that one.
Are you
You're not
Carnage?
even drinking
you
the champagne.
Soda. It's carbonated still.
That's how the symbiote comes out.
That's the sound.
Is that how you got your symbiote through soda?
That'd be a weird symbiote, because like Carnage got his because the symbiote baby thing from Venom got into his blood. Like, what would happen if it like just like got into some booze of an alcoholic?
Wasn't
And
it
it
like
is in your stomach and your liver. Like
just
that's
imagine
where it starts.
There'd be a lot of like vomiting attacks and like neglecting your responsibilities.
but having a good time?
Passing out on floors,
Yeah, thinking people are way more attractive than they actually are.
standing on tables and hitting ceiling fans with your head.
You guys have a past.
So again,
I would like to know. I wanna
Again,
know.
Nick, why don't you drink, man? It's fun. All right, cool.
I could not tell you why, Chad.
So Carnage vs. Lucy is coming out next week. It's being animated by Zach, as well as some others.
Curvin.
Curvin as well.
Zach and Curvin.
Yep, and then Luis was adding a little bit of his own touch in there.
Jerky actually did some animation on this one too.
Jerky did.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot more collaborations with our freelance animators for our fights, and I think it's been really cool. Like getting to see our animators have been working with us for a really long time, and like they've become really close, and like they're always talking about different animations and sharing things of like their different works and stuff, and like being able to combine more of them to working on a solo project, I feel has been really cool for the show. Like they get to express a lot more creativity in what they do, and it's been
Dude, and not only that, but like both Luis and Christina have been boarding out fights for us like internally.
Yep.
But Zach actually did the animatic for this entire fight, which is really cool because we hadn't seen that from him before, and we were super impressed with it. So
Yeah, and especially with a fight like this, when like when half the characters' like main arsenal is invisible.
right, yeah, exactly.
Use your imagination.
Yeah, that was definitely a challenge, and something it was really helpful to have storyboards for, so that we can kind of visualize what we're gonna show and then make some tweaks accordingly. But we got some really cool stuff. Like I said, that's coming out next week. If you guys were at RTX, you got to see a little bit of an extended sneak peek. And then also, I realized we didn't talk about this yet. But if you guys didn't hear, one of the things we announced at RTX is that Wiz and Boomstick will be coming to Death Battle as animated characters, starting with episode 100. So that one's coming up here really soon. Yeah, we have wanted to do this for so long, especially because Ben and I have a tendency to go off on like little like improv tangents in the booth, and also sometimes our writers like to write like a fun little interaction between Wiz and Boomstick, and it's hell on our editors because you can see Noel's face right now. Because it's great when you're talking about something that they don't have anything to show, like some weird lore between Wiz and Boomstick, and they're like, "What am I going to show for this?" Like, and it's like, "Oh, I found this dune buggy footage of like whatever." Thanks for throwing that out there. Yeah, so we have officially gotten a official concept art for Wiz and Boomstick, and this is our little reveal video. We put it up on our channel as a special 4 million subscribers thing, but we're super stoked to be able to bring those characters even more to life, starting with episode 100.
Yep.
Man, also, if you guys, some more RTX news, we also announced that
We're killing it.
we are working with Ismahawk for our very first ever live action death battle, which will be episode 99. So,
And then we're working with Blind Ferret for episode 100.
yep.
Whatever that could be.
Lots of fun death battles in the pipe.
Yeah, we've been busy. We've been real busy. And like, that's been really cool about being down here at Rooster Teeth. And, it's been a little while, and I'm glad that you can finally start seeing, I guess, the fruits of our labors. And we're really, really excited to show you guys that stuff. But real quick, I do have a question here from Thomas J. Thomas. I really hope that that's your real name. I hope your parents
Old Tommy Thomas.
I really hope that they had the last name Thomas, and
Tom.
someone was just like, what if we also named him Thomas, so he can be Thomas, and they just stuck with it. So I'm sure that gave you some hell in school, but props to you, Thomas Squared. And he wants to know, did you ever imagine as a kid that for work you would study different characters like you do now? What did you expect to happen when you were a kid?
Did you call it work? Because I would just do it all the time.
This is killing me. I'm taking this off.
I feel like we had a similar question to this because that's when I said as a kid, I thought I was going to be a Ninja Turtle.
Yes.
And my wife has since seen that episode, and she's supportive of my decision to transition.
Oh, okay.
By the way,
How long does that take?
Do you start with the turtle part or the ninja part? Like, I don't think you do both at the same time. That seems like a lot of change.
How
all
deep
at
into
once.
this conversion are you going? Because turtles have really scary penises.
Yeah, they do.
they do.
They're like hooks.
Yeah. They balloon out so that the female can't escape.
I know.
Wait, you know?
I have two
You're
pet
that
turtles.
far. You're that far into the process.
One of them consistently tried to, shall we say, force himself onto the other,
It's a different time.
and she was not a fan. So they got a turtle divorce, and now they live in separate.
They have separate
Containers.
terrariums.
That's really sad. So all he has to do is just like go up against the glass and be like, no.
Yeah, well, there's like a piece of plastic, like grating that separates the tank in two, so they can like go up to each other and they like stare at each other, kind of like other side of the prison glass type of thing.
Oh, conjugals.
But I think
Conjugals.
I realize this is for her benefit, but now I just feel like that's a sad situation. Like,
sad.
what if she changed her mind and then yet she'll never have that opportunity again, and they just look at each other?
I mean, you just let the plastic thing out, and
but do you?
no.
See?
Yeah.
I'm not saying she
Every
can't.
time we do, within seconds, Chad, my turtle is on my sister's turtle.
Okay, you have me convinced. That's fine. We can keep up the wall of turtle incest. Don't need it.
It's not
Don't want
incest,
it.
they're different
It is in
species
my
of
mind
turtle.
now, Nick. And nope,
Oh my goodness.
don't want it. Keep up that prison. I hope that
anyway.
answered your question, Thomas. No,
Never in a million years would I have guessed that this would have been my job. Like at different stages of life, after the Ninja Turtle phase, I was like, I could see myself working in like the film industry someday. And I mean, who knows where life will take me? Life is one big adventure, but I never would have guessed that this would have been such an important part of my career and my life as a whole.
What I like is when we have like really stupid arguments, but we're so serious about them. Like the office gets involved and you're like, no, you don't understand. Because of the magic he got at this one time, it would totally counteract this guy's like super whistle or something. Like we will like have a serious conversation about the dumbest shit. And then we just take a step back and be like, we're getting paid to do this.
Yeah.
Like this is our job. It's really weird.
One of
Yeah,
my
no, we had a similar question though, like at RTX, and I said that for me personally, I for some reason have this photographic memory, but it only works on dumb shit of like music lyrics and the background history of superheroes and stuff. But I'm using it now, and I'm putting it to the test, so that's kind of cool.
My dad told me in 1998 that when I got older, I could not spend the rest of my life playing video games and watching cartoons.
Suck it,
I
Dad.
took that challenge. Yes, I won.
And you did it.
Did we all have
did
that moment? Especially like back when we were producing a lot more video game style content.
Yeah.
Did
Oh, yeah.
everybody have that conversation with their parents? You're like, you remember? You remember when you said that I needed to not be playing so many video games?
Really?
What now?
This is why I asked those batteries for that Game Boy Color and that Game Gear.
Like daily, I would have moments of sobriety where like, man, this is my life. This is my job. This is cool.
Did you say moments of sobriety?
Or like,
Because otherwise, Nick's hammered.
All the time.
Like I don't know. If you
It's that Carnage
Sauce,
Cola.
man.
I'm constantly drunk.
yeah, the thing
I've
is,
always been drunk.
That's
That's,
your-
my
that's the trick.
secret.
right? He just sobers up only when he's on camera.
Yep.
All right. Wonderful. What about you? No, you already did yours.
Yeah,
we're good.
yeah.
All right, we got it.
You don't get it turned
I
out.
went to business school. Yeah.
That's true. Sean used to have the ever so fun job of moving tape across the country in the most efficient way possible.
What kind of tape? Like Scotch
All
tape?
the tape. Scotch tape, shrink film, electrical tape.
Video
One
tape.
year, I got 3 different colors of electrical tape as a Christmas bonus.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
What'd you do with that tape?
I put it in my garage with all my other tape. I mean, it's just tape. Like, what am I gonna do
What
with
do you
it?
do with tape?
When my dad left the medical equipment company he used to work for back when I was a kid, they gave him a quote lifetime supply of surgical gloves. We went through like the entire lifetime supply in a couple of years because turns out those gloves make excellent like improvised balloons that kept my
yeah.
sisters and I entertained for years. Plenty of home videos
Didn't
of
have
us.
to pay a
like-
dime for it.
Yeah, the best part was you took one of the gloves, hold it over your head and over your nose, so you'd breathe in through your mouth and out through your nose, and you'd inflate this glove over your head, and look very.
You don't get claustrophobic? No. That
Yeah,
scared
or
the hell out of
like
me.
die of asphyxiation.
That's the worst way to go.
Like you forget to like circular breathe, and you just start trying to breathe through your nose, and there's no air left
Wait,
in the
you-
glove, and then you just.
You leave one breathing orifice.
Yeah, what if you
available?
what if you forget to use that
As
orifice?
long as it's a breathing
If you
one.
forget to breathe through 50% of your options, then you know what? Darwin probably would let you deserve it.
It's tough being a kid, though. You gotta
It
learn
is
how to
tough
like,
being a kid. Like,
you know how
you
to
don't
eat
know-
and breathe without choking. This stuff's difficult.
There's clearly
Better
no.
not be putting these on babies. Like,
No, not babies. We were full-grown 5-year-olds.
then you should know how to breathe through your mouth if you need it. And I feel like instinct should kick in there.
I knew how. See, I didn't do that specific thing very often because as a kid I couldn't breathe through my nose very well because of constant allergies.
Well, then you should be good no matter what.
He's probably having a lot of trouble inflating the balloon, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We're on.
Anyway,
Well, yeah.
cool
What the?
stories.
What are
I
we
don't
talking
know.
about?
Let's pull up some more questions.
All right, there we
I'll
go.
see how else I can do it.
So Todd Black wants to know, he says, you've done 2 magical battles this season, Raven versus Twilight and Strange versus Fate. Which one was the toughest to work on and determine the victor of?
I think the answer is both were tough for different reasons. For me, it was more just, oh man, these guys can pretty much just do whatever they want
Strange
with
versus-
reality. Yeah, with Strange versus Fate, they can just change reality, teleport anywhere, roll back time, whatever. So it's just kind of looking for that one thing that really sets them apart. But I remember Nick working on Twilight Sparkle versus Raven, and that was hard for a whole different reason.
See, I feel like
And his name is Gerardo.
no.
I feel so bad. He's just shaking his head.
No. Gerardo was like the best asset.
I know.
Or one of the best assets. Gerardo and the whole research team, because man, I don't know crap about My Little Pony, and they all do. So they had like half the game completely like covered and stuff. Like they knew where to look and all that sort of thing. That was incredibly helpful. I don't know. I feel like you probably had the harder time there, Sean. Like it's hard to say because it's 2 different teams, but like
I didn't let it stress me out that much. I
I'd
was
say
just like,
the reality warping wizards would take the cake.
yeah.
because like from the get-go in researching Raven versus Twilight, I presented a scenario and I was like, I defy you to disprove this. I was like, what can Twilight do to stop Raven's soul self from just flying at Mach whatever it could move and just kamikazing straight into this horse? And so that was the thing from the get-go that we all tried to knock down, and we ended up not being able to. So
There's also so many talks about emotions and how those come into play because of Twilight and hers is the power of friendship and the fact that she's been manipulated before to losing her faith in friendship and that causing her to lose her powers and like could Raven be able to do there's a lot. This is the most talk about emotions like ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just my high school. Like the Raven's whole entire backstory is 9th through 11th grade.
Just one big mood.
just one.
One big
It's
mood.
like, Mom, just leave me alone. I'm hungry. My body's changing, and I don't know what's going on.
And then this girl's just trying to manipulate my emotions. She can turn into this scary shadow bird. I don't know.
Nick's
Her dad's
bottle
the
and-
devil.
Dad's
like
Satan.
I keep trying to take her out, and her dad's the devil, and it just makes it really hard on me.
But then he told me that if I made her sad, that he'd come back to the world and kill everybody. So like, I feel that like that's way too much pressure. What the hell is?
Bye, Noel. I think
All right, well,
something's wrong with
Noel's
his
gone.
mic.
I assume there was a problem with his
It
microphone.
was probably because he turned into too much of a unicorn. Now they have to roll it back.
Joshua Benoit says, what did it feel like when the show first took off and started getting crazy high views? Man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, so Ben had the idea for the show, and you know he really wanted to do it. He saw like the popularity of like versus discussions on like wikis and forums and things, and yeah, when I'm trying to remember back, it's like I mean, like I remember there was like a couple videos, like we had a couple top 10s that had hit like 1 million views, and it was like that's insane. And then we put Death Battle out, and we started hitting that consistently, like, and that was crazy to us. Like we're just like, oh my god, we have a show that we put out.
Did we put it? We didn't put it on YouTube though. Did we put it on YouTube right away, or did we? Because I came in like that was like right around when I started.
So initially we put it on Screw Attack, but then we started working with a company called Revision 3.
Rev 3, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Rev 3 we worked with through most of the beginning, because they helped design some of our assets.
Yep.
Things.
Yeah.
So like, it was a very interesting experience because Death Battle was kind of like our first, not our first exploration into YouTube, but we hadn't really done much with our YouTube channel. But
I think Hard News was like the only thing that was hitting YouTube at least.
along
in
with
any
like a couple
frequency.
other like things, it was used more as a promotional tool to get people to come to our
to the
website.
website.
Yeah.
But Death Battle was the thing that really helped shape and solidify the YouTube business aspect. Like,
There was like an ad y'all did about like drunk driving or some sort of Rev 3 ad with like an airplane in it. It was like all these weird statistics. I can't remember what it was, but it ended up being a really silly ad. But yeah, there was that, and then the Slim Jim ad.
What?
Slim Jim was a big sponsor of Death Battle early on.
Yeah, we had a lot of stuff through Rev 3 way back. But in terms of the question, yeah, like it's a crazy experience. I mean, like, that is like lightning striking to have a show like Death Battle that just takes off and becomes this thing that generates millions of views. Like, no matter what the subject matter is, we put it out, it's gonna get like at least like 1.3 million views in like a week or two. It's a crazy and humbling experience, and we're incredibly thankful for it, and we understand that like that is very hard to do. And so that's one of the reasons we focused the channel in early, back in 2017, was to just like, all right, this has become this thing that literally transformed our entire business. So like, let's focus in on serving that audience, and we're really excited. We're working on some stuff. Hopefully, maybe in the future, we have another show that exists alongside Death Battle that does just as well as it does. But it's a very, very rare thing, and we recognize and appreciate that, and it's super cool to be a part of it.
Can that show be like a home building show? Like one of those, like, we just have to, like, I don't know, remodel a kitchen or something like that?
You think that's gonna do it for the Death Battle audience?
I see untapped market. Just throwing
See,
that out there.
when you
Just
said
throwing
that,
out there.
I felt like it was going to be that show where the guy goes out in the woods with no tools and no pants.
Oh,
and he just
primitive
builds-
technology?
Yeah, he just built his own clay hut. Yeah, let's.
Or
take
let's
that
just do
out.
And
Death
then he
Battle-
fights another guy to the death.
Let's do
Oh,
Death Battle
okay.
And there we
ASMR.
have it.
Is that what that's called? ASMR? Where
ASMR?
All the fights are just super quiet.
You just do that thing
Yeah.
where you hear the sound of people die,
That's it.
and that's what puts you to sleep at night.
Well, on that
Look
note,
at that.
let's
Done.
find out what's going on. All right. So, jeez.
I really
works.
thought that was something. I was like, what is this?
Speaking of untapped market potential, not market potential. No.
I was gonna, I was
don't
gonna
you
fend it off.
Yeah,
You
not quite.
Nick, you got to give it a little bit after the first one. So, hey, Nintendo Direct happened. I was sick, and I haven't been on the internet for the past couple days. But all I saw was King K. Rool.
Smash is
So
looking awesome.
tell me about Nintendo Direct, guys. What happened?
So Sakurai was like,
He's a
I'll
madman.
never make another Smash. And they were like, we'll give you a huge check. And he was like, only if I can make every other fighting game look like a piece of crap. Because this fighting game has over 28 hours worth of music and over 100
Stages or
stages
something
to
like
fight in. And
Wait, Cross Castlevania was this?
Oh,
You've never seen it?
yeah.
They opened up with the big guns, Chad.
they killed Luigi.
Oh!
Luigi's
dead.
like for real dead. Yeah, Simon Belmont and Richter Belmont are in the game. Richter is an echo of Simon.
Really?
How?
And
you haven't seen
I
it?
have
the
been
trailer? Oh,
sick
there he
and
is.
not
Look at
on
that
the
beautiful
internet.
man.
Okay,
Not only that, but the
You
Castlevania
said you
level
saw
not
it.
only has a series of bosses, multiple bosses, including Dracula, and a shadow
Of Kid
that look like Kid Dracula,
Yeah.
right? But it also has 34 tracks. 34 tracks for a single stage.
Meanwhile,
Really?
And
meanwhile,
Alucard's,
Final Fantasy.
They
I
just
think, still has
random when
two.
you go there?
Alucard's an assist trophy.
Yeah, it's
It's the same thing since Brawl. Like you can pick how frequently it plays certain songs or not.
Look at that man. man.
They
Look at
also
those locks.
had Echo
he reminds me of
Fighters.
80s He-Man, like so hard.
does.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, he really does.
They also put in Crom as an echo of. It's like he's like a combination echo. He's
Ike.
part Ike, part Roy, and then there's Dark Samus as well.
Look at him.
Dude, that whip looks awesome. Oh, I love it. You can do this looking thing.
Yeah.
They can do that.
From like
The Castlevania 4. Yeah.
got a dive kick.
Oh, and he's got the
You
axe.
can murder the villager.
And it popped his balloons.
Uh-huh.
And you got the
And he's got
cross.
that
And of course,
holy
you got the
water.
holy water.
You can combo off
which
that.
apparently burns.
There's a.
too.
He just,
You know how the Smash Brothers YouTube channel
Just deep-
has the like 40-second highlight reel showing off the characters and stuff? Have you guys seen any of those videos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one for Simon, I'm pretty sure it showed him throw the holy water. He taunts and then he picks up the combo still.
Oh, that's
It was pretty awesome. Yeah.
But I will only be happy if Simon gets like a separate costume. That's the Simon from Captain N. That's the only way I will.
Dude, all I'm saying-
I need flamboyant Simon
Bomber
Belmont with a
jacket.
bomber jacket.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Mods.
sure Nintendo is.
Mods will come. Nintendo can't stop it because
Mods make it happen.
there's the hardware security issue that they cannot patch out with software.
Look at that.
I love that Death is one of the bosses too.
I feel like
From
Nintendo's
Noah.
been trying really hard to pretend like Captain N and the Game Masters doesn't exist. Like they would have done it for other characters by
Yeah,
now.
well, I mean, you got Simon Belmont, you
There,
got Mega
see,
Man, you
that's
got Kid
Kid
Icarus. The
Dracula.
game's
Yep,
all
sure.
here. All you need is a playable Game Boy.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have lost my shit. Yeah, if like Game Boy or like if Captain N was a character in Smash. That's why
Mother
you know what, I get asked that all the time. Like, who's the character you want in Smash? Captain N.
Yeah.
I just want that Mega Man that sounds like he just smokes cigars. Mega high.
So, Chad, there's going to be a moment coming up where I don't want you to get your hopes up. The character I'm about to say is an assist trophy, not a full playable character.
Oro.
No, Shovel Knight.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I know, right? Like it's a little bit of a bummer that he's not playable, but how cool is it all the same that Shovel Knight's in Smash in like any capacity
But he's not.
whatsoever?
That doesn't count.
But he
And then they
is
made
like,
him a movie like
as in how many
They're
indie games?
Waluigiing him.
No, but
are.
how many indie games get to have their character in Smash?
How many indie games are that fucking incredible?
A lot of indie games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing
games have
Hollow Knight
several.
right now. That indie game is pretty fucking incredible, and he's not in Smash.
Dude, Smash Knight's so good, and he would like.
Look at that, Alucard.
Shovel Knight.
Assist
I
trophy.
mean, you can call him Smash
Dracula
Knight now,
backwards
technically.
is
That's
an
fine.
assist trophy. He should be a playable character.
God.
They're making him so cool.
What else is there? Oh, the modes look awesome.
Yeah, there's a couple crazy.
So the highlights. So where to start? How about
Was this like 100% Smash Bros? Did they do anything?
yeah, it was all
Okay,
Smash.
great.
30 minutes.
So-
straight.
they one of the least interesting things, but still cool in its own right, is the training mode, because they made it so that when you hit somebody, it shows like an arc, a line, to show you the trajectory they would go if you
Oh,
hit
so
them
you
with that
practice
move
combos and
at
stuff. Oh, cool.
0%, at 100%, and then it's either 50% or whatever their actual trajectory was. So you can kind of see how you could turn certain moves into combos from there. So there's like some training mode buffs. There's a stage morph. So you pick 2 stages, right? And you can tell it intervals at which it'll do this, or you can set it to random intervals. It'll just change stages in the middle of the match. You pick any 2, Chad.
Oh my God.
8-player Smash can be done on any stage from the get-go.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's good. This one got me really excited. What was it, Squad Strike?
Yep.
All right. So, have you ever watched a Smash Brothers crew battle?
Yeah.
Okay, you should watch some of those. Those are fun. It's just it's a fun way to play Smash Brothers one-on-one, but still with like teams.
Okay.
Basically, they made that its own mode. So you could do it with 3 stocks or 5 stocks, but you can also do it just straight up one-on-one. This is where it gets really cool to me. Every stock is a different character. So like, I pick 3 characters.
Oh, right.
You pick
So,
3
yeah,
characters.
yeah.
If you kill that character,
Was
that
it
character's
Tekken
gone.
that did that back in the day, where you pick the different ones? Yeah,
There's a couple of games that do something like that. It's kind of like Marvel versus
was
Capcom,
saying
but without
DC3.
tagging, without tagging or
Right,
switching.
right.
It's just, yeah. So like,
Oh, look at that.
I'm picking my Yoshi. Yeah. So he
What?
He picked up a banana. He shot the banana like a gun.
It's a
and
single,
then-
single shot.
Okay, sure enough, banana's a gun now. And then you slip on it.
Yeah. We got the Killing Edge. They have the best Pokemon from the Pokeballs. They'll show it in just a sec here. I dare not spoil it, but it makes me wish/hope that you can make it so that only certain Pokemon or characters come out of the Pokeballs in assist trophies. Because if you can make it all like, well, okay, there's the Moon from Majora's Mask is an assist trophy.
That's terrifying.
Oh Jesus.
Imagine
Christ.
a
It
match
just
where it's just
decimates.
nothing but moons.
Does it just
coming down.
does it just put a timer, and then if you don't kill it, like it just ends the match? Or
No,
like,
the moon just attacks like the whole
Like
Yeah,
the whole
it's
stage.
this
with that face.
Yeah, it's this long-lasting nightmare explosion that you can't avoid.
man, look at all these items I'm not gonna play with.
All right, check this out. Check this out. Captain Falcon says, "Pokeball, go. I choose you." Executor from Alola. It's a wall. Look at this. The
Like,
whole
it
Pokemon
can't-
is just a
it's
wall.
Just trying.
So like,
Can't get over it.
yeah, you can't go past
Look
it.
at that
I
smug
love that
bastard.
they
Look at
embrace
him.
the
Look at him.
ridiculousness of it.
Abra looks fun too. They've already shown Abra in like E3 and stuff, and Abra just teleports you.
Yeah,
Just put you in
Right
bad
there.
situations.
Just
No,
screws you
DDD.
over.
No,
Yes.
that's my main.
Solgaleo, whatever. It's just another.
And the moon
it's just
one
another
does
laser.
another moon
All right, anyway,
blast.
what are some of their highlights?
Those
King
are
K.
some
Rool?
of the big ones for me.
King
Yeah,
K.
all the
Rool.
characters.
So what all characters got announced besides
Simon Belmont,
Richter Belmont.
Richter Belmont,
Rool.
Dark
Chrom and
Samus,
Dark Samus.
Chrom, and King K. Rool
King K.
Crom?
from Fire Emblem.
Yeah, another
Awakening.
swordy person.
Yeah,
Really,
Echo Fighter.
another fucking
Another-
Fire
It's
It's an
Emblem
Echo.
character?
It's an Echo Fighter.
There are two.
a
It
highly
is
requested
official
one.
that there are too many Fire Emblem characters.
You can.
And you don't even know who they are. That's the sad part.
well,
I mean, I know a few of them. I've played a couple Fire Emblems at this point, but it's just the novelty has worn off.
Oh, yeah,
You got all the Fire
absolutely.
Emblem characters.
Oh, also best Pokemon.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, dude,
It just becomes you. Yeah.
I just want to be an Inkling so bad.
I really wish. Did you also wish that it had like the little dumb Ditto
Zero,
face?
motherfucker.
And
the
Zero is an
Pokemon
assist
cartoon?
trophy.
Yep.
I know.
I wish that your Ditto version had that dumb Ditto face.
Yeah, from the
That'd be
anime.
great.
Yeah,
that'd
that'd
just,
be
like, an extra little
fantastic.
touch.
Assist trophy. Don't get excited.
I was just
Yeah,
about to say, is that
like,
Zero?
why are they
Okay.
showing those? Knuckles.
They
Knuckles.
specifically show assist trophies to disappoint you.
Who could have been
That's
an
kind of
Echo
it.
Like I was like,
Fighter
why is Knuckles not an Echo Fighter of Sonic? That
It was
seems
literally
like,
Sonic, yeah.
Yeah,
it
like
was
that seems like
Oh,
easy.
wow. Is that what? Yeah,
Crystal.
From the
Yeah.
worst Star Fox game ever. Star Fox
Yeah, but from the
Adventures.
This is
from
a
the
great assist trophy. Look at this.
slash fiction.
It's your
on that
overdriver. Here we go. You just die. He just
takes you off to death.
I want to see it on a platform that's not a walk-off. Because I want to see if he just drives
It
off a
keeps
cliff.
going off the cliff.
That would be
That's great.
hilarious.
All right, well, it seems like they really went all out.
Fox.
They really, really did. I think the Shovel Knight's coming up in a sec here.
Whatever.
Yeah, here we go.
Here it is.
Whatever.
Look.
But see, you know what the beauty is though? People figured out how to mod Smash Wii U. They're gonna figure out how to mod Smash
But
Ultimate.
why do we have to mod
Look at
it?
that moon. Oh
I know.
my god.
Look at that!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I want to be able to make it so that every assist trophy is the moon. I want to be able to switch that around. Oh, like here's Bomberman, that other character you all wanted, but you can't play.
Yeah, so like, I don't get it. Like, wasn't Shovel Knight in like the top 3 when they did the poll of
Oh,
like,
yeah.
who they
Yeah.
wanted in
I
Smash?
think so.
Then like, why don't?
Well, they had a Japanese poll, an American poll, and a European poll. I think he was really low on the Japanese poll. I don't know what all went into this. Yeah,
Monster Hunter made
anyway.
it.
yeah, well,
Monster Hunter's Rathalos is both a boss in a level and an assist trophy, right?
yeah, but there's no playable Monster Hunter character. At least that's been announced so far.
Well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully they
yeah.
like trick us and they then are like, Shovel Knight's also a real character. They're not gonna do it if it's an assist trophy. Man, I'm sad.
Yeah. So, gosh, man, Smash Ultimate is currently the game I want the most.
Before we go,
Oh yeah.
Before we
Oh,
go,
yeah.
you gotta watch the last bit, Chad.
Where is Sakurai?
Is it happening
Was he
right
in like
now?
a daycare? I'm like confused where he was just sitting in.
this is the menu. I don't think this is what you were talking about.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, the Rule 34 button in the bottom left
there's
corner.
porn mode in the bottom
Wait,
left.
what?
Porn mode, bottom left.
Oh yeah, look, it's
34.
all. Yep.
That better be Subspace Emissary.
Looks like
I
Slippy's
messaged.
That's what
no,
Slick's dick
about
looks
that.
like.
So
Probably.
people have done Photoshop stuff, whatever, and they're all pretty certain that it says spirits. They see it in the
play for
English
souls.
version.
Wait, how did they figure that out?
I don't know. I saw it on Reddit. So
You know, they just put it into Photoshop and reverse the pixelation.
First, the algorithm.
yeah, that's
was
how
it
that
right there.
works.
Enhance. He is an idiot.
that's the
That's like
rumor.
those stories when you hear that guy who's like posted something like trying to taunt the cops and you put a swirl effect on his face and,
And
then
they
they just unswirl
They just
it.
do the unswirl, yep.
Yo, check this out.
I just don't think Nintendo's that foolish. Like,
This is-
whatever the green is, it's not what it actually is until they're ready.
I really didn't think the segment was just to like watch the entire Nintendo Direct and you get commentary,
not.
but you're ah!
As soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, it's my boy K. Rool.
Surprise, it's Cranky.
That's
You-
or
That
funky.
would've
I
been,
said it was
man,
funky.
If it was
Funky
funky,
new
that would have been
mode.
so
Yeah.
dope.
Funky Kong.
So I think, Chad, you're going to really like the way this is revealed.
Coconut gun.
Because he beats the hell out of DDD? I heard that.
CG.
I got people
Coconut gun.
I got people tweeting at me screenshots of him like bitch slapping.
And he
DDD.
was like,
Yeah, so check this out.
surprise, motherfuckers.
It's me. I'm the best. Please buff me. For the love of God, my hitboxes are like kind of janky and I really could use some buffs.
And then someone
And
shows
then
up and is
K-
like,
K-
oh, look at that. Damn. Surprise, motherfuckers.
Surprise, motherfuckers.
There you go. That's exactly. Ah, look. Oh, Jesus, that can't be good for the eyeballs.
Or the window. Like, how many windows has
Forget
he
the
broken?
window, dude. Your eyeballs are going through glass.
Yeah, so K. Rool looks
Oh,
pretty
interesting.
awesome. Like, not my
got
kind of
armor?
character to main, but yeah, I think that was his dash attack, probably his armor.
He looks slow.
Look at that
as shit.
backbreaker.
Yeah,
But he
he's
runs
definitely
around
a
like a
big
gamer.
boy.
He's got a counter.
Look at that big belly.
He's got the boxing glove. He's got everything that I could ever hope K. Rool to have. Oh, apparently a villager can steal his crown.
Who can?
Villager.
Oh, using
Very
the net?
cool.
Nice.
Dude, this final smash is incredible.
He's an island buster. Damn him.
And then here's our big Dragon Ball Z moment. You think I'm kidding. I'm not.
Very cool.
Literally.
Oh
Dragon
yeah,
Ball
sure.
Z.
Look at that. Well, I mean, you know, we've seen what Donkey Kong could do. He's pretty ridiculous. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I
You're all
tweeted-
caught up.
I tweeted this, but like, this game is really making sure I have nothing to complain about or nothing to hope for and wish for. The only thing I'm still crossing my fingers for some is Banjo and Kazooie. I'll understand if they don't make it in, but I can dream.
What about ukulele?
No,
No,
No.
not
No.
happening.
No.
nothing against that game, but
All right. Well, thank you
Banjo
guys for the update on the Smash Direct because I totally missed out on it. But real quick, before we move on, let's see what's going on with the community. We got some fan art.
Oh.
This is just titled Mama Boomstick Renders? Is that what
Have
it
you
says?
not seen the Mama Boomstick?
Oh, yeah, I have seen these. They're really cool.
Look at that badass little boy.
Look at that. It's from Tyson C. Then we got some more. Yeah, I remember it was like Tyson and John Peter, all some kids cartridges, and a lot of them all teamed up to concept art Mama
just
Boomstick.
don't shoot your leg off.
Yep. Well, you know, sometimes that happens.
Wait, in that first picture, Kid Boomstick had like a broken leg. So did they just like cut that broken leg off and didn't let it heal, but just replaced it with a shotgun?
Well, actually, he ends up losing the other leg, so it's
Yeah, it's
like
the opposite.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
like
you'd
an
think it's
opposite
one of those things.
foreshadowing.
Yeah, they drag you along like you think it's gonna happen, but
Also, your mom's kind of hot, like in that picture. I'm just saying, Boomstick.
that one right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
all right,
Saying.
cool.
And she's got freckles.
Well, great.
Is that
Thanks,
Lucy
guys, so
Lou
much for submitting
freckles?
that
You
stuff.
know?
As always, you guys can submit your fan art or questions or anything like that using the hashtag DeathBattleCast. And yeah, let's move on to our community death battle. All right, once again, hashtag DeathBattleCast. This is where you guys send us your answers on who you think would win in a fight to the death between whatever we come up with on the show. Last week, we decided to pit King Ghidorah from Godzilla franchise versus Deathwing from the Warcraft franchise. And pretty interested to see how this is going to go.
3
'cause
heads
I
are
have-
better than one.
I have mine. Before we start debating it,
just saying.
let's go ahead and pull up the very first one, who I believe is for King Ghidorah. So 3-Team King says that King Ghidorah will take this. He has destroy planets. His beam can match Destroya's micro-oxygen destroyer beam, which can one-shot Mothra, greatly wound Godzilla, and he has been shown to be able to lift 100,000 tons and can fly at Mach 3.
in fairness, I am leaning toward Ghidorah for this, I should preface. But in fairness, I feel like Mothra goes down relatively easy for a kaiju.
Yeah, I mean, like, Fly Swatter could probably take Mothra.
or some mothballs.
I mean,
Probably. Or
yeah, good luck
some
trying
raid.
that.
We haven't made one big enough yet, Chad. That's the only real limitation here.
That's the only thing.
Yep.
All right. And sorry, that was from Delta Prime 350. And the next one comes from Tarok, who says, Deathwing wins. His flight alone creates shockwaves powerful enough to break a barrage and shake off the world around him. Can tank the power of 5 main dragons combined. And even with a giant hole in his chest, he becomes more pissed off than hurt. Deathwing is the true king.
What's a barrage? Break a barrage, what does that mean?
like a berserker barrage from.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. Deathwing, when he rose up,
In his trailer. Yeah,
like,
I've seen the
he
trailer.
just like
he
wrecks
destroyed
everything.
a ton of shit. He literally reshaped the world of Azeroth when he escaped.
Oh, so that was Cataclysm, basically?
Yeah, Cataclysm was literally
Deathwing waking up?
Deathwing escaping.
It's
yeah,
like Deathwing
Was
being
it?
like, oh, what's going on in Azeroth?
yeah,
Do you think he's remorseful though for like,
No.
like everything
His name
he
is
does?
Deathwing.
Yeah, but you know, I feel like he would be like, he'd wake up, realize he fucked everything up, and he's just like, okay, my bad. Maybe I won't do that next time.
He's incapable of fixing it, because if he moves, people
exactly.
die.
He's just gonna try to repair it and then just destroys everything.
Well, here's the
else.
thing. So like Deathwing got real fucked up, and then he got put back together with metal plates. So he's like super armored, and then
like a
also
cyborg.
his blood is sentient and evil. So even if he bleeds on you, it can attack you as well.
Wait a second, though. You're telling me they took the dragon that destroyed Azeroth and $1 Million manned him?
Yes.
Kind of, yes.
That's fucked. Who thought that was a good idea? Why would you
I mean,
do
he
that?
technically he destroyed Azeroth.
Cultists.
He fucked up Azeroth after, like, they rebuilt him.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they probably killed him because he was a bad dude, or at least attempted to kill. Like they weren't like, oh, there's a big pretty dragon, let's kill it. Like he probably messed some stuff up.
There's people in the world today who think Hitler had great ideas. They're kind of weird.
Yeah, that's valid. Cultists, you're right.
That is.
Cultists might just kill a dragon for the lulz. So.
Hello.
But I don't appreciate
Just
that
for
they
the
put him back
upvotes.
together with better parts. Like that's no.
Yeah, they like literally
So-
reforged him back together using
Right.
metal and like again,
With
his
evil blood.
is it's. I mean, also he's like super fucking huge, and he can also turn into a human. So I did like someone tweeted at me, and I'm so sorry I don't remember your name right off the gate, but they brought up one of my favorite counterpoints, which is like, what if he was just a human, and he convinced Ghidorah to eat him, and then he just turned into a dragon?
Ooh,
Done.
that is good. I do like that counterpoint.
Pull that Ant-Man type style.
I gotta ask though, what kind of human? Like,
With dimples? Is that what you're asking?
yeah, like
So all of the
Does it look like
dragon aspects-
Boomstick's mom?
like a cute little human, like sweet
like
little
normal,
baby.
normal-sized man
Okay.
or woman, depending on the dragon.
And nothing to indicate that he is a dragon.
Nope.
Interesting.
Is he just as an asshole? Like, is he the person that no one wants to invite, but then shows up, and then everyone's like, "Did you invite him?
Yeah.
Did you invite him? Oh my god."
He's like that really emo guy at the party that just sits in the corner by himself, drinking everybody's
Probably.
expensive beer.
I'm gonna say Deathwing.
Well, I'm pretty sure, you know how there's like not big civilizations and life forms on Mars? In the world of Godzilla, I think that's because of Ghidorah, if I'm not mistaken. Ghidorah like wiped out all life on Mars.
They're just burdens. They're just a
raised it.
nuisance. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's just nature. Just nature
That's
taking
it.
course.
That's
yeah.
it.
Now he's from Planet X though, right? Isn't that like the planet on the other side of Pluto or something like that?
That's a terrible.
I remember because I was really fortunate that the
mistake
kid
that?
across the street from me, he used to his dad had the whole Godzilla collection on VHS, so we would go over and watch old Godzilla films. And I remember when one of the original King Ghidorah reveals, it was like these weird aliens in like a weird black, like they were like black leotard suits with, I don't know if they were.
Where are you
Martians
going with
from
this?
Planet. Well, I'm just saying it's like. Didn't they control him? Wasn't he their weapon or whatever that they unleashed on Earth?
Oh,
Like-
it's like a tailed beast.
Yeah,
From
like
Naruto.
I thought that they released King Ghidorah upon us simply to like commit mass genocide of humanity to clear the planet or something like that. So I'm just trying to say is like I don't know what Deathwing did, like what his day job was, but King Ghidorah's job was to, like Nick said, clear planets away for this alien race to then come in and be like resources or whatever.
I mean, Deathwing could do it. I'm sticking with Deathwing.
I'm gonna say Ghidorah just because logically, you want to know what's better than $1? $3.
See, I'm with you on that too.
Good lord.
3 heads.
Thank God this is not the way we determine.
That's how everything is. Okay, but real question though: are all 3 heads? Are they like? Do they all agree, or is there just one that's just
Dissension
kinda-
among the ranks?
Yeah, you know, like can you get one to like fight the others?
They
and
seem to
distract-
all be on the same page all the time.
At least with King Ghidorah. In
Times
other
like
Hydra situations, that's usually like the go-to. Like you get them like combating.
You get them talking bad about each other.
Yeah, or fighting.
But he's not a Hydra though. If I cut one head off, he's not going to get 2 more, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
No, that's why he comes back as like Mecha Ghidorah or whatever.
Okay.
Robo Ghidorah. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called.
I-
I have one question.
Okay.
And this does determine who I choose as my vote. How big is Ghidorah and how big is Deathwing?
Uh-oh.
I might have
To the
look
Googles?
that up.
Look it up.
To the World Wide Web.
I really need to wait on the answer to this
I
because
feel like
my
Deathwing's
entire-
larger.
Look at that chin,
Really?
though. Look
Because-
at
Yeah.
that chin. That's like
Because-
a plow. Like he feels like he
Right.
just like in the winter he just kind of clears your driveway.
Well, like,
Because Godzilla's bigger than Ghidorah in most versions of Godzilla, right?
is he?
Or at least they're comparable, I feel like.
See, the reason why I ask is because this theory of Ghidorah or Deathwing turning human and then letting Ghidorah eat him and then turning into a dragon afterward.
Oh, would he be a big
Would he
enough
be big enough?
dragon?
Big enough to do anything
He just
about
fits
it?
right in the stomach, just right. He's just like, oh damn it.
And then Ghidorah's just like, oh,
That's exactly where I'm going with this.
oh, indigestion.
He's
So
like,
bad.
I got this all figured out, and then he's like, and make my monster grow. Aw, damn. And he
He just dies horribly.
But then, maybe if he matches, he could do like a Drax in Guardians 2, and he's just like stab his way
all the way out.
Stab me all the way out.
So the problem is apparently Deathwing has changed size in multiple
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the biggest and smallest?
Probably in his model and catechism.
Shut up, Noel.
Because like an orc or a troll, who they're like, I don't know, probably like 9 to 12 feet tall, is like barely coming up to his toenail.
Ooh.
Whoa.
That was pretty mad.
Okay.
He real big.
He really.
All right.
Real big. 40 people fought him just on his back.
He's a big good boy.
Like,
Then I think I'm gonna go Deathwing.
I'm going with Deathwing.
I'm going Ghidorah. I don't care how big he is. David and Goliath.
$3.
$3
is
That's right.
$3 for.
I love that there's a dragon size chart, which I feel would be something totally different, but you know. Whatever, we can
different
figure that
sponsor.
part out.
All right, did you
I'm
get your
saying
votes
Ghidorah,
on
but
Twitter?
whatever. That's right. You guys, we're going to turn it over to the
Ghidorah?
Twitter poll using the, again, you can
saying
participate using the hashtag
Ghidorah,
Following
come
us.
He's
on,
saying dark-
baby.
I'm trying.
When there's trouble, you
Let's see
call
what it is.
DW.
Oh, boom! That's right, baby. 59%.
$3.
Okay, just for Sean's response, I disqualify King Ghidorah as winning and definitely I'm running the show today, and if you do that, you're all wrong. Deal with it. Nick, thank you for switching to the correct side at the last moment.
Yeah, sure.
You know, they
Anytime.
teed up the perfect segue too for next.
You got all the
week's Death
electoral
Battle.
votes. That's what you guys.
They
You got
did.
the
They
popular.
did.
All right, so next week's community death battle. Speaking of a battle of kings, it's another battle of kings, and you'll never guess what it's related to, and that's the Smash Direct. So it's King K. Rool versus King Koopa.
Bowser.
That's right.
King
Look at them
Koopa,
bellies.
If
The
you say King
reptilian
Koopa,
overlords. Man, King K. Rool looks cracked out as hell. Like,
He
what
is,
happened to
yeah.
that other eye?
it's always
His
been
allergies, man. He's just got bad
Pink eye.
allergies.
It's
eye?
pink eye.
Well,
It's pink eye. That's
Pink
all that
eye,
is.
I can hear that.
That's somebody's farting in his pillow.
Somebody-
That's all that's happening
Man, it looks like Bowser did it. Look at his face. It was me.
He's doing it just off screen right there.
right now.
There's a pillow right by his butt. Somebody do me a favor and take the Dennis Hopper King Koopa into account. It's
Yeah.
Oh yes.
bonus point.
Please don't.
Excellent. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Trust the
My
fungus.
favorite cell organism.
All right, guys, send us who you think would win using the hashtag DeathBattleCast between King K. Rool and King Koopa / Bowser. We love it when you guys like really dig deep into it, find some cool facts and things. And yeah, so submit that on Twitter, and then don't forget to vote on the poll, which we'll have up on our Screw Attack Twitter account. So thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of Death Battle Cast. We had a lot to cover today. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Hey, thank
I
you.
appreciate that you rocked that look.
Yeah, we hit 4 million.
Well,
4 million. Woo!
yay! It's all thanks to you guys. We love you. If you're a first member,
Look at that attacks me.
you can watch the exclusive post show Sudden Death on the website soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.